Hello, and welcome to another week of the weekly psychic review. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you've had a fantastic and fun week so far, or last week. So we're doing this from the 28th, Monday the 28th of February, through to Sunday the 6th of March. Okay, so just to let you know how I work, so I work with my spirit guides and those in spirit who love me. I ask them to come close and to give you what you need for the upcoming week, any guidance and support around that, tips, techniques, all kinds of different stuff, whatever is going to be relevant for you for the week. Okay, so just give me a sec, I'll just tune in and see what we've got. So funny just then, because as soon as I tuned in, it was like, trust yourself. How often do you trust yourself? How often do you trust your first intuitive thought? Now, the thing is that everybody has got the availability or the, don't know what to call it, the talent of intuition. We've all got it, because we're all pieces of great spirit. We've all got spirit in us. We're all connected to source energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it. They said we don't mind what you call us, really. But it's that thing about trusting your first intuitive thought. And a lot of the time your brain kicks in and you sort of go, well, this and that and that and that. And the thing is, all the time, and this is how I work and how I've really learned to work and how I teach, is that information that comes in from spirit, a lot of the time, it doesn't 100% seem logical sometimes when you first get it. Now, the more that you get in touch with this, the more that you do this, the easier it gets, and the more you're able to kind of figure it out, and it sort of files itself on its way through from spirit into you, and then as you're speaking about it, it just becomes easier the more you do it. But it's that thing about trust your first intuitive thought, because the information that does come in from them, from source energy, is on a multi-dimensional level. It's coming into a 3D level or a linear level, which is vastly different. And so it's that thing too about just have a bit of fun with this, trust yourself, see where it goes, see where it takes you. And it's that thing too about, just because, say, you misread something once, it doesn't mean that you were wrong. It doesn't mean that you can't trust yourself or anything like that. It was that, this can be a step in a learning process, in you getting in touch with yourself a bit more, learning about it a bit more. We're always, we've got this culture where it's like, don't make a mistake, and mistakes aren't good, and, this sort of thing. But, mistakes or misreading things or, that sort of stuff, it's actually really positive because you learn from it. But do you allow yourself to learn from it, or do you start backing yourself further and further away and backing yourself into a corner? It's that thing where, allow yourself to, or do your absolute best to be open, to have some fun with this, to just try. And congratulate yourself for the trying. When you do get it right, you're like, yeah, awesome, I've done really well. When you misread a situation or it's only half right, go, okay, well, I did the absolute best I can. Next time, I'm going to get the information through even clearer. And it's that thing too, when you first wake up in the morning, say to yourself, or if you're talking to spirit or source or whoever, the masters, the angels, say to them, please help me with my intuition today. Help me to get the most correct information possible. Help me to bring in benevolence, to bring in happiness, to bring in joy today. And the other thing, expect that it will happen. The more you do this, the more it will happen. And so, have a bit of fun with this and see where it takes you. Okay, so we'll get on to the weekly readings. Okay, so Monday, what's on Monday? Okay, so Monday actually feels a little bit wobbly, to be honest. It feels a little bit out of balance, and it's that thing, actually you almost feel like I'm on a boat, and I'm kind of going like this, and it's that thing too about when you're on a boat, all right, this is an interesting analogy. When you're on a boat, if you stand there, tense and sort of tight, you're going to topple over, or you're going to fall over or fall overboard, or whatever the case. But if you allow yourself to be loose, to be flexible, to be supple, you're going to be able to flow with what's coming in, and then go through that in a nice and gentle and easy manner. But it's really about surrender, and it's really about allowing yourself to flow with those changes and those bumps that are occurring. And it's that thing too about, when these bumps occur, it's really about going, okay, well, what can I do from now on? What can I make out of this? Instead of trying to figure out what it's all about sometimes just go with it and you'll figure it out later. Use your intuition, and it will pop up. Sometimes it's not the right time at that time, but it might pop up later in a week or in a few weeks' time, or whatever the case. So just go with it and feel your way through it. Have a bit of fun. Okay, Tuesday. So Tuesday, this is funny. This is about keeping your back straight. And it's interesting because they're talking about actual physical, keeping your back straight, and posture, which they're poking me. They're saying, my posture isn't that great a lot of the time. But when, you can have a relaxed but a strong posture within yourself, for a start, you feel more confident, you feel more assured, you feel more able, you feel more ready to be able to work with things. And also, on more of a metaphysical level, the energy can flow through you. It does travel, through your crown, down your spine, through your chakras, through your legs, but it also travels up from the earth and up through you as well. And it's that thing too about allow yourself to be comfortably, have a comfortable about an upright position. When you're walking, instead of walking like this and looking at the ground, have your back straight. Feel comfortable. Look around you. See what you are and see where you are, and allow this sort of flow of energy. So have a bit of fun with that, because the more that you can have almost like a flexibly strong position in yourself, that will actually create an energy around you of confidence, of about being able to work things out, and about being able to be open, but have a strong foundation. Okay, so we're getting on to Wednesday. What's on Wednesday? Okay, so all right. So this is about your chest, and it's also about your lungs, and I can feel it in my throat. Now, there is a bit of grief, there's a bit of purging, there's a bit of stuff going on at the moment with all kinds of things, whether this is outside of you, with family or friends or partners, that sort of thing, or within yourself as well. And they're saying too, it's about allowing yourself to be okay with this purging, or if there is grief coming up within your system, allowing yourself to feel the grief, because it's that thing whenever there's any sort of change within your life, within anything, there's always a period going from the known to the unknown, in which there's that I'm not sure, that sort of transition phase. And within that transition phase, whether you're going from something good to something even better, there can be a period of grief in which you are leaving the known and going to the unknown, even when it's even better. But it's that thing about allowing yourself to flow through this, a bit like the boat. The more that you do this, the more you'll come out onto, calm seas. Okay, so Thursday, what's on Thursday? Okay, so Thursday, it's funny because I feel like I'm being pulled up, and it's that thing too about, all right, so they're saying it's about you understanding that where you are at the moment is somewhere in which you've put yourself. It's somewhere in which there's an importance for some reason about where you are. And it also could be an importance for you to say, okay, well, you know, I've experienced what I have to from this, and then, you know, what am I going to really allow myself to go into next? And it's about that thing about the more that you pay gratitude to what's actually going on in this particular time, it could be a job, a relationship, a house, or whatever the case, the more that, you know, the next thing that you go into, or the next phase, when you have gratitude, when you have love for that, it's just going to grow even more, and you're going to bring in more things that are going to be benevolent within your life. So getting into Friday, what's on Friday? All right, it's funny, Friday. This is an interesting one. They're talking about healthy eating, and they're talking about diet. And it's that thing too about if you do eat meat of any sort, which they're saying, hey, you know, we could do a whole another video on this about meat and that sort of thing versus being veg or vegan. But if you do eat meat, it's about honouring that meat for allowing you to have it so that you can continue living. And what this does actually honours whatever that animal, fish, or whatever the case is, and it honours their life, and it also creates a more of a beautiful energy within that, and then that will actually come into you. And you can do this the same thing with vegetables, with fruits, nuts, all that sort of thing, anything you eat. But it's that thing too about paying a bit of gratitude, a bit of love towards that, and imbuing that food with honour, with energy, with vitality. And it's that thing too that if you are choosing to eat non-organic food or non-spray free, you can do this as well, and this will actually help to clean, an amount of the pesticides and whatever off as well energetically. It's all about your intent, they're telling me. So I'm a bit lost actually, can't remember what day we're up to. I think it's Saturday, so I'm just going to go with that. Okay, so Saturday. All right, so this is so Saturday's about letting go a little bit. It's about having some fun. It's about enjoying yourself, and it's about going, well, you know, what can I do today to really allow myself to flow with that which is fun, which can be absolutely anything at all. So this is just about having fun, it's about enjoying yourself, and it's about, yeah, going with it. They're saying just have fun. Nice and easy. Okay, so Sunday. So Sunday, yeah. So this is that thing too. It's funny because I can feel a few people that might be a little bit hungover actually on Sunday, and they're kind of laughing, saying maybe you had not too much fun, but you just had fun with quite a few drinks or something like that. I can feel a little bit of hangover energy there. But Sunday, you know, this is about community, about being social. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about getting outside as well. But it's that thing too about you know, when you are with your friends and you think, wow, you know, this person's so cool, I love hanging out with them, you know, I get so much from this relationship, it's so good. It's that thing too that when you're actually saying this to somebody else, you're saying this to yourself as well. So next time you pay somebody or someone or anything a compliment, realize that you're actually paying yourself a compliment as well. So have some fun Saturday. Sunday, go out and, you know, have a bit of a time with some friends, a bit of social time. They're saying, you know, leave the housework maybe for a little bit, or just do as, you know, do what you have to then get outside and enjoy yourself. Life's here to be enjoyed. It's here to have fun and to not be too serious. They're saying there's so much seriousness around. It's always important to check in with yourself. Hey, have I had fun this week? Have I enjoyed myself? Have I allowed myself to have a good time with friends and to be social? Okay, so that's it for this week. I want to thank you very much for joining me. Love it when you leave messages for me, when you like, subscribe, share me around. Really cool stuff. So yeah, have a beautiful week, have a fun week, enjoy yourself, get your social on. Okay, big love. I'll see you then.